Hello. My name is Alyssa Hugh, and in the late 1800s and early 1900s, there was a major trend in European society. Cholera, urban sanitation, the development of suburbs, and the social distinctions marked it. It was termed the ascendancy of the middle class.
Considering the new designs of cities in the late 19th century. As urban cities were growing bigger and bigger, the space for new building and housing became smaller and smaller. In France, Napoleon III wanted to solve his problem. In solving this problem, districts were torn down and created, and their places were wide open boulevards and streets as shown here. These boulevards not only improved transport, but also allowed for better crowd control and for limiting the effectiveness of barricades, just like the ones used in the French Revolution.
Hi, I'm going to guest speaker Amy Larson to discuss whether or not the government should provide affordable housing for the working class. Hi, Amy.
Hi, Carl.
So I think we should not do it because it would put too much stress on the government.
Well, I disagree. We should do it for the working class because it will help health hazards across the cities. With the new sewers and the new sanitary stations, it will add more to the new and improved cities.
But then the peasants will start to rely on the government to do too much and then not work for themselves.
I agree. However, if peasants have access to these government programs, they can find better opportunities elsewhere besides in the licensee fields.
I disagree. They'll start living comfortable lives as lower class citizens, and their income would not be beneficial to government taxes.
But we should start looking towards the comfort of the whole population.
Oh, sorry. I think our time's run out. We'd like to thank you for listening to our debate, and we'll see you soon.
The middle class of the 19th century Europe was broken up into three sections: the upper middle class, the moderate middle class, and then the lower middle class. The upper middle class was filled with some of the most upskilled people in Europe besides the aristocracy. The class was composed of owners, managers of business, and successful bankers. They lived in such luxury that even sometimes rivaled the aristocracy. The moderate middle class consists of small entrepreneurs and professional people, along with educators, shopkeepers, and librarians. Any person with property and proper education were also included. While they did not have the same luxury as the upper middle class, they would be able to obtain private homes, many pieces of furniture, piano, books, artworks, vacations, and education for their children. Another name for the lower middle class was the petit bourgeoisie, or white-collar workers. They were a new type of middle class that came from the working class originally, and some were part of unions. This class was made up of secretaries, retail clerks, and lower-level bureaucrats in business and government. This division was proof that equality in Europe was improving during this period. However, some people were not fortunate enough to receive this type of luxury. In this poverty came dangers such as disease. In Europe, there were many different diseases that plagued the continent. They usually only concerned the peasant groups, but there was a new disease that later caught the eye of many of the middle class and government. This new disease was called cholera. Affecting Europe in the 1830s to 1840s, cholera is a waterborne disease that was spread by the unsanitary conditions in wells and waterways. Patricia Whiteman, English peasant, housewife. She was fetching water for her family while transitioning jobs to support them in order to get the water. She usually goes to the only area peasants had access to the water, the public well. What she didn't know was that just a few meters away in a wastage, the pollutants coming from it had already seeped into the water supply, contaminating it with cholera. Cholera induces dehydration, vomiting, and diarrhea. She will later perish due to the shock from dehydration. Several people experienced loss during this time. We have a witness here that will tell us more about the situation. What is your name and what do you consider your social status to be?
My name is Jasmine Bolaros and I am a middle-class woman.
How has cholera affected you?
My whole family has been struck with cholera. I need my parents to survive in this world. It has been killing people left and right, and we can't seem to do anything about it.
Is it just happening to the middle and lower class?
No, it's happening to everybody.
Have you heard anything about a cure?
I've heard that physicians think that the disease is airborne because of the filthy streets. Someone please fix this problem. It's killing many people.
As you just witnessed here, cholera is on the streets and are taking the lives of many. We have to find a cure and do something about it, and to prevent more people from dying. Now let's look at an image drawn in a 19th century newspaper. It was drawn by Henry Llanos and was called "An Anti-Cholera Specific, Washing the Streets Around Covent Garden." As seen here, the people and government are trying to clean down the streets and hose them down in order to wash away all the filth left by the people living here. They are trying to stop the disease known as cholera. Cholera was a known disease around this time period, killing off many people because of the filth laying around in the streets.
After the recognition of the importance of public health, with the vast advancements of new waters and sewer systems to decrease the pandemic disease like cholera, many countries have expanded their governmental powers to exceed these changes. For instance, the Public Health Act of 1848 in Britain is one of the greatest milestones, and the Moulin Act of 1851 in France. These both had intentions of introducing new restraints on public life and enterprise to improve public health. These new acts would provide medical officers and building inspectors the privilege of inspection in people's homes legally. Many sewers and water mains would be implanted in private lands as well. The acknowledgement of bacterial theory has opened the minds of both Louis Pasteur and Joseph Lister to further advance in the involvement in public health and ensure the cleanliness in cities.
Hello everybody, today I'd like to introduce you to the newest clothing for both men and women. Gentlemen, I'd like to present you with a three-piece suit with a striped coat, a matching waistcoat, and a matching trouser with black shoes. It shows your tall, long, and lean figure, and most important of all, it's only 20 euros. Ladies, as we're stepping into the 20th century, we start to see shorter sleeves and skirts that are slim over the hips. If you still haven't found a dress for this new trend, we have the one just for you. This dark blue silk dress with black lacing on the neckline and ruffled back and bottom, that is only 25 euro. These prices won't last long, so hurry up and purchase one right now. The best deal ever. Order one now.
Oh, hello there. We would like to thank you for watching this program, and we hope you learn more about the European middle class in 19th century Europe. We hope you enjoyed watching this program today, and we'll see you again soon. Bye!